If you don't know whether the pension age change on April 6th affects you, you need this video. I'm Hamid from Wealth Decoders, and what I'm about to show you could be the difference between retiring comfortably or scrambling for cash when you're 66. This is urgent. Let's go. Here's what you're getting today. The exact dates that determine if you're affected, how much money you could lose if you do nothing, and the precise steps to protect your retirement income right now. This isn't theory. This is your financial future, and the clock is literally ticking. Stay locked in because what's coming next is a game changer. Let me give you the full picture. The state pension age has been climbing for years. Back in 2010, it was 65 for men and 60 for women. Then women's pension age started rising. By 2018, it hit 65 for everyone. November 2018, it started climbing to 66. And now, from April 6th, 2026, it begins rising to 67. Here's the truth. People are living longer. The Office for National Statistics reported that UK life expectancy at birth reached 81.3 years in 2023. Back in 1950, it was just 68. The government says they simply can't afford to pay pension for 20 plus years of retirement. John Cridland's independent review in 2017 recommended this exact age increase. The Treasury agreed. And now it's happening. Most people don't know this. Whether you're affected comes down to your exact date of birth. If you were born before April 6, 1960, you are fine. Your state pension age is 66. But if you were born between April 6, 1960 and March 5, 1961, this is where it gets crazy. Your pension age is somewhere between 66 and 67. And if you were born after March 5, 1961, your pension age is 67. Full stop. Let's be real. The transition period is confusing. So I'll break it down. Born April 1960, your pension age is 66 and 1 month. Born July 1960, 66 and 4 months. Born October 1960, 66 and 7 months. Born January 1961, 66 and 10 months. Each month of birth adds roughly 1 extra month of waiting. The DBP has a full calculator on gov.uk. Check it today. Imagine this. The full new state pension in 2026 is £11,962 per year. That's roughly £230 per week. If your pension age goes up by 12 months, that's almost £12,000 you won't receive. Let that sink in. £12,000 gone. And coming up, I'll reveal what nobody is telling you about the next increase after this one. Here's what changed everything for me. The Financial Conduct Authority's 2024 Financial Life Survey found something insane. The median pension pot for people aged 55 to 64 is just £47,000. That's it. 47,000. Meanwhile, the Pensions and Lifetime Savings Association says you need around $43,500 per year for a comfortable retirement. Most people are nowhere close. This pension age increase makes that gap even more dangerous. Nobody tells you this. If you plan to retire at 66, but now you can't get your state pension until 67. You have an income gap. 1 full year with no state pension income. How do you pay your bills? Your mortgage? Your food? Research from the Institute for Fiscal Studies by Jonathan Cribb and Carl Emerson found that raising the pension age pushes more older workers into poverty, especially those in poor health who simply cannot keep working. Let's be real, this doesn't affect everyone equally. The IFS found that 63% of men aged 60 to 64 were in employment, but only 57% of women the same age were working. And here's the shocking part. Among the lowest income fifth of the population, only 36% were employed at that age. Manual workers, people with disabilities, carers, they're getting crushed by this change. The system isn't designed for them. Here's the truth. You need a bridge strategy. Strategy 1 is the most obvious. Save enough to cover that gap year. If you need £12,000 to replace the state pension for 1 year, start now. Even saving £200 per month for 5 years gives you £12,000. If you're in your 50s, this is non-negotiable. Open a dedicated savings account today. Label it your pension bridge fund. Make it automatic. And coming up, I've got 4 more strategies that could save you even more. Most people don't know this. Your workplace pension or private pension can usually be accessed from age 55. That rises to 57 from 2028. But right now, you can potentially draw from your private pension to bridge the gap until your state pension kicks in. You get 25% tax-free as a lump sum. The rest is taxed as income. This could be your lifeline, but you must plan the tax implications carefully. Speak to a qualified financial advisor. Here's what changed everything. You need 35 qualifying years of national insurance contributions for the full state pension. But many people have gaps. Check your national insurance record on govi.uk right now. If you have gaps, you can buy voluntary contributions. Class 3 contributions cost just £17.45 per week. Each extra qualifying year could boost your pension by roughly £328 annually. That's an insane return on investment. Do this immediately. Nobody tells you this. If you can afford to keep working past 67, you can defer your state pension. For every 9 weeks you defer, your pension increases by 1%. That works out to roughly 5.8% per year. Professor James Banks at the University of Manchester has studied retirement timing decisions. His research shows that deferral can be incredibly powerful for those with other income sources. It's basically a guaranteed return. No stock market risk, just pure pension growth. Listen, if you're on a low income and approaching pension age, pension credit could be a game changer. It tops up your weekly income to a guaranteed minimum. In 2026, that's around £218 per week for singles. The Department for Work and Pensions estimates that around 800,000 eligible households don't claim it. That's over £1.7 billion left on the table every year. If you're not claiming this in 2026, you're literally leaving money uncollected. Here's the part that should terrify you. This isn't the last increase. The government has already legislated for the pension age to rise to 68. The original plan set it between 2044 and 2046. But the 2017 Cridland review recommended bringing it forward to 2037 to 2039. A final decision keeps getting delayed. If you're in your 30s or 40s right now, your state pension age could be 68 or even higher. This affects your generation massively. Let's be real. The state pension was never meant to make you rich. It's a safety net, not a retirement plan. Professor David Blake at the Pensions Institute, City University of London, has argued for decades that personal responsibility in retirement saving is critical. His research shows people dramatically overestimate what the state pension will give them. The average person thinks they'll get far more than they actually will. You must build your own wealth. The state pension is a bonus, not a strategy. Here's your action plan. Step 1. Check your state pension age on gov.uk. Step 2. Check your national insurance record for gaps. Step 3. Calculate your income gap between retirement and state pension age. Step 4. Set up a dedicated bridge fund and automate monthly contributions. Step 5. Speak to a financial advisor if your situation is complex. Do all 5 this week, not next month, not someday, this week. Your future self will thank you. Most of you are making this mistake right now. You're assuming the government will take care of you. You're assuming things won't change again. You're assuming you have time, but time is the one resource you cannot get back. Every year you delay planning costs you thousands in compound growth. Every month you ignore your pension record is a month of potential contributions lost forever. Don't be the person who wakes up at 65 with no plan. That person exists. Don't let it be you. If this hit different, I need you to do something right now. Smash that subscribe button. Hit the bell. Drop a comment telling me your state pension age and whether you're affected. I read every single comment. Share this video with someone in their 50s or 60s who needs to see this. This information could literally save them thousands of pounds. I'm Hamed from Wealth Decoders, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay wealthy. Stay informed. Let's go.